Welcome to Catholic Shrine Basilica YouTube channel.
Basilica di San Salvatore, Cogorno, Italy. Introduction. The Basilica of San Salvatore dei Fieschi, also known simply as the Basilica dei Fieschi, is a Catholic place of worship located in the hamlet of San Salvatore, in Piazza Innocenzo 4, in the municipality of Cogorno in the metropolitan city of Genoa. The church is the seat of the parish of the same name in the Vicariate of Chiavari, Lavagna of the Diocese of Chiavari. It has the dignity of a minor basilica. It takes its name from the village in which it is located, San Salvatore dei Fieschi, and its construction is intended to recall the ancient noble presence of that family, originally from Lavagna, in the lands of the Fontanabuona Valley and the surrounding valleys. Today the village is a renowned hamlet of the municipality of Cogorno, and is also the seat of the municipal administration. History of Basilica di San Salvatore, Cogorno, Italy. The basilica was built in 1244 by Pope Innocent IV, born Sinibaldo Fieschi, of the noble Fieschi family, who for a long time dominated the entire Fontanabuona Valley and a good part of the Avito Valley. The decision to found a new place of worship was taken, according to local historical sources, while the Pope was in Genoa on his way to the Council of Lyon held in the French city in 1245. Just as the Pope was presiding over the council, the Fiesca village and the entire county were harshly attacked by Emperor Frederick II of Swabia, who destroyed a good part of the territory. The Pope excommunicated the emperor shortly after, directly from the Council of Lyon. The reconstruction work resumed only in 1252, the year in which the entire square area was redesigned, erecting a new Count's Palace later called the Fieschi Palace, with an adjoining oratory near the basilica. The construction work lasted for several years, so much so that the building was opened and consecrated for religious worship by Pope Adrian V. Ottabuono Fieschi, nephew of his uncle Pope Sinibaldo Fieschi, who ascended to the papal throne in 1276. It underwent restoration work in the 19th century, designed by Maurizio Dufour, and more recently in the 1990s. The religious center was very important for the development of the territory, also because the temple was a stopover for pilgrims heading to Rome walking on the famous Via Francigena. The importance and beauty of the basilica, together with the adjacent village, was included in 1860 as a national monument, and is still considered today one of the most valuable and best preserved Romanesque places of worship in Liguria. On April 27, 2005, on the occasion of the 750th anniversary of the death of Pope Innocent IV, the Cultural Center Museum of the Fieschi was inaugurated in the rooms of the ancient Count's Palace, fully dedicated to the history of the noble Fieschi family. Architecture of Basilica di San Salvatore, Cogorno, Italy. Architectural style: Gothic architecture. Exterior: it has a salient facade covered with a slate facing surmounted by alternating bands of white marble and slate, in the typical style of Ligurian buildings, both public and religious. Pilasters and hanging arches enrich the layout of the facade. At its center there is a large rose window surmounted by marble arches in Gothic Romanesque style. The architrave of the Gothic portal bears an inscription relating to the foundation of the temple. In the lunette there is a 15th century fresco dedicated to the crucifixion. The central cusp is accompanied on four sides by as many spires. In the bell tower there is a concert of 6 bells in the diatonic scale of D-flat 3, cast by the Picasso foundry in Recco in 1905, while the 6th was recast in Avegno in 1977 by the Enrico Picasso and Figli foundry. Interior. The interior of the building has an architectural layout with 3 naves, separated by rows of stone columns with particularly decorated capitals. Among the works and relics preserved in the basilica, of great value are the fragments of the true cross of Jesus, enclosed in a clearly visible glass case, donated to the temple by Pope Adrian V. In the right nave on the floor is the pipe organ, built by Del Orto and Lanzini in 1993 and installed in the Basilica in 2000 on the occasion of the transfer of the previous instrument, made by Lorenzo Paoli in 1882 and already placed on the choir in the counterfacade, to the former oratory of San Salvatore. With entirely mechanical transmission, it has 5 registers on 2 manuals, with a pedal board without its own registers. Events. The solemn feasts are San Salvatore, January 1st, Our Lady of Sorrows, 2nd Sunday of May, San Bernardo, August 20th, and 3 celebrations that have in common the devotion to the Holy Cross, the Invention of the Cross, May 3rd, the Triduum of Gratitude, in the first 3 days of May, to remember the protection from a cholera epidemic in 1835, the Exaltation of the Cross, September 14th. On December 14, 1880, Pope Leo XIII granted plenary indulgence, also applicable to the deceased, to the faithful who, having confessed and received communion, visited the Basilica in the week from 14 to September 21st. Feast Day. Feast Day, August 20th. Church opening time. Monday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Tuesday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Wednesday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Thursday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Sunday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Contact info. Piazza Innocenzo 4 216040 Cogorno G, Italy. Connectivities. Airway. Genoa GOA, airport to Basilica of San Salvatore dei Fieschi, distance between 41 minutes, 50.3 kilometers, via A12/E80. Railway. Chiavari railway station to Basilica of San Salvatore dei Fieschi, distance between 10 minutes, 5.3 kilometers, via SS 225.
Marian shrines and Marian apparitions. Subscribe to our Catholic Shrine Basilica YouTube channel. Like and share with your loved ones. For more churches, website www.catholicshrinebasilica.com.